How's it going, geometry kids? Today we are looking at 6.6 trapezoids, that's trapezoids, and kites. Okay? Hopefully it's windy out or else this lesson just won't fly. I'm sorry. What is a trapezoid? That's a good question. A trapezoid is a parallelogram, not parallelogram, it's a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides, not two. So you have two lines parallel, these sides are not, okay? Now, the angles are called base angles. These guys are. And these match up with each other. If one's the base, that one's also the base. Because your base are the parallel lines. These are your parallel lines. Okay? The ones that aren't parallel are called legs. In an isosceles triangle, just like an isosceles triangle with two congruent sides, the legs are congruent, okay? So they have congruent legs. Just like we do, and that's why we can walk, right? Just terrible, terrible jokes. Okay, so congruent legs makes it an isosceles trapezoid. A theorem. If you have an isosceles trapezoid, then each pair of base angles is congruent. Okay? So if this is our trapezoid, it's pretty funny, And as isosceles, then I know that R is congruent to A, so like if this was 8, this would be 8. 8. What kind of degree measure is that, you fool? 120 degrees. And this guy would be 120 degrees. And then this guy would be 60 and 60. There's no relationship here because these are same side interior angles, so these guys have to add up to 180. Okay? Okay. Anything too scary? Polar bear snowstorm. Okay. In the diagram, the trapezoid PQRS is isosceles and R is 106. Find the rest. Okay. So 1A. If that's 106, I know right away measure of angle S equals measure of angle R, which is 106. Okay? Now to find Q is going to be equal to 180 minus 106 because these add up to 180. They're same side interior angles. If parallel lines crossed by transversal, same side interior add up to 180. Okay? And measure of angle Q equals the measure of angle P, which equals 74 degrees. Okay, that's 1A. 1B. Okay. If it was not an isosceles triangle, would C and D be supplemented? In problem 1, here, let's change this. C, D, E, F. Yes. By the converse of same side interior angles are supplementary. Okay? Let's say you have an isosceles triangle, ABCD. Then your diagonals are congruent. Okay? So AC would equal BD. Now they aren't going to be bisectors this time. They are not going to be bisectors this time. Okay? Okay, trapezoid mid-segment. What I'm going to do is draw a picture of this beast. A trapezoid mid-segment bisects. Oops. I guess I will. It bisects each leg. Okay? Cuts each leg in half of a trapezoid. I'll put those on there. Okay? So if you have a mid-segment, then number one, you know it's parallel to your bases. All three of these lines are parallel to each other. And you also know the length of your mid-segment is half of the sum of your two bases. aka you find the average. Okay? Here is your good old formula. Don't forget all three are parallel. All these guys are. Let's try it. I want to do a quick one first. So let's say this was 5 and this was 7. Then MN would be 1/2 of 5 plus 7, which is half of 12, which is 6. Okay? That's just showing you what we're going to do. So now this one. What is MM and what is X? Okay. So 3A, I'm going to do 1/2 times 10 plus 8x minus 12. That's where the 10 came from. That's where the 8x minus 12 came from. Okay? Because the average of these two sides is equal to your mid-segment. Okay? Let's see if I can use a different color highlighter here. Now I solve this beast using some good old-fashioned algebra. So let's see. We get, in here we get 8x minus 2 get rid of this half. Okay, so we get 8x minus 2 equals 4x plus 22. Subtract 4x. Add 2. So we get 4x. Cancel. Equals cancel. 24. X equals 6. Okay. Are we done? Now we take this 6. We plug it in. 2 times 6 plus 11. 12, 23. And that equals E measure of M. Okay? I'm going to skip B, don't tell anyone. Okay, a kite. A kite is a quadrilateral with way to spell with, Mr. Terwilliger. With 2 sets of consecutive congruent sides. I love this guy. So draw that picture up there. Consecutive means they're right next to each other. Congruent means that they have the same measure. Sides mean that it's a side. So in a kite, if you draw your diagonals are perpendicular to each other, and they definitely are not bisectors. So let's try this problem. We have a kite. I know it's a kite because it has a tail on it. Huh? Oh no, I'm running. Whee! Okay, I'm sorry. So, what are the angles? Well, these are diagonals. And we know diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So these are all right angles. So that's the easy measure of angle 1 is 90 degrees. Now that they bisect the angle. So right away I can say, well, the measure of angle 3 will be 36 degrees. Because if that's 36, this is 36. And now how do I find 2? It's going to be 180 minus 90 and minus 36. Because it's a triangle up here, right? Well, right? It's a right triangle. So let's add 90 minus 36 is 54. Okay, and we're done. Quick summary. Pause it and copy this down, and we're going to talk about tomorrow. Okay? We might do something with it. That's it.